The saddest beef of all time is from one of the best duos of all time. Jordan and Pippen together won 6 NBA championships and dominated the 90s NBA basketball. Some of the statements and comments Pippen made about Michael Jordan were rude and a lot of people thought were disrespectful.
I seen Michael Jordan play before I came to play with the Bulls. You guys seen him play. He's a horrible player.
On the other side, Michael Jordan was complimentary and the first person to thank for his success was Scottie Pippen. He even introduced Pippen to the Hall of Fame. Jordan was known to be harsh to his teammates, but as he explains, that was what pushed his teammates and the whole team to be successful. In 2018, in ESPN show, Scottie Pippen was doing a comparison about Jordan and LeBron and said this.
And there's no game that I would ever play in and pick LeBron James over Michael Jordan.
No game.
Fast forward 2 years when the pandemic hit and the Best Basketball documentary was released, a lot of people changed their minds. Not mine though, but for sure Scottie Pippen's. The Last Dance focused heavily on Jordan and minimized the roles of his teammates. Scottie Pippen expressed displeasure with how the Bulls players were portrayed in that documentary and not giving a credit to the rest of the team, but the director of that documentary needed a Jordan's approval, so they should know what is coming. For sure, they not explained that Jordan had by far the best supporting cast in NBA. After The Last Dance, Pippen made critical comments about Jordan, accusing him of being selfish and bullying his teammates. Also, Pippen changed his perspective on LeBron versus Jordan debate, stating that LeBron embodies what the game is truly about, and Jordan does not want to pass, rebound or defend the best player. I might go as far to say that Mike ruined basketball. This sentence was written in Scottie Pippen's biography, and that's not all. He continued to say that he always believed LeBron James was the greatest player this game has ever seen. Really, Scottie? And he did not stop there. He even called Phil Jackson a racist for drawing a play for Tony Kukoc instead of him when Jordan was retired.
Michael Jordan is not there, so who's next in line for you?
But have you talked to Phil about this? Because by saying a racial move, then you're calling Phil a racist.
I don't got a problem with that.
Scottie was pissed that Jordan received $10 million for the documentary, and all of his teammates did not receive anything. Scottie, you were a phenomenal player. Even Phil said that Pippen was the second best player in the league, but man, you were not as great as MJ. Scottie Pippen even said that leaving the Bulls was selfish from Jordan, and telling that he was spending too much time forgetting the death of his own father. And I don't know if this is true or not, but Stephen A. Smith on national television said that Pippen never expressed his condolences to Michael Jordan.
You had the 3 years you were with him for the second three-peat to express your condolences. You never did it. Michael Jordan never even thought about that until he saw it.
Yeah.
And then he realized, wait a minute.
That was intentional.
You didn't give me condolences on purpose. I didn't even think about this. He's crossed the line. Him and Jordan, it's over.
Pippen was asked why he did not win any Defensive Player of the Year, even though he was considered one of the best defensive players. And his answer was this.
I think they were too busy watching Mike.
But did you know that Jordan and Pippen played against each other? And not once, but twice. The first official game Jordan and Pippen played on 10th of December 2002 when Washington and Portland met, and their first interaction was this.
Comes right now, and let's see what kind of greeting he and Michael have. Not much.
If you won 6 NBA championships and dominate the NBA for a decade, at least a smile or a hug or I don't know, something. I guess their relationship was not great even back then, and it's more under the sheets. The other game was played in the middle of their prime. In 1994, Scottie Pippen held a charity game in the occasion of demolition of Chicago Stadium, where the Bulls played their home games. In addition to various NBA players, the special guest was Michael Jordan, who has been retired just over a year and started his baseball career. It was an opportunity for the public to see it for the first time, Jordan versus Pippen, who were in separate teams. Even though it was a charity match, Jordan and Pippen felt competitive desire, and on several occasions there was one-on-one. Jordan that game finished with 52 points, while Pippen with 24, and the score was 187 to 150 for the white team, aka Jordan's team. And the cherry on top was when in 2022 MJ's son announced that he is dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, to put a little bit of fuel to the flame. And the most recent comment from Pippen for Jordan was that he was a horrible player before he came into the league.
I seen Michael Jordan play before I came to play with the Bulls. You guys seen him play. He's a horrible player.
Unfortunately, Pippen's anger towards MJ will not stop any soon, and it's sad to see how this dual relationship has burned all bridges later after their careers.